For McGee & Co, we have the opportunity to style quite a few homes every single year from top to bottom. So I'm gonna take you through all the spaces that we styled in this home, starting with the entryway. In this home, we had the most gorgeous entryway to work with, and we decided to set the foundation with our Allen console, and I loved how it played off of these diamond marble floors. A nice mid-tone helps kind of soften that high contrast, so we have that with this really pretty pot that has this twist detail and then the rope baskets. Symmetry can make a really big impact in your space, but then when you dive into each vignette, we wanted to make sure that there was a little bit of asymmetry, so that way when you walk into the home, there is a sense of calm because you're not overwhelmed with so many pairs everywhere. So heading into the living room. We have a lot of neutrals in here, which you know I love. But one thing that is different than you typically see from us that is instead of a patterned rug, we did this beautiful diamond jute rug, which I think really helps kind of pull that textural, earthy look together. And then we mix the shapes of the furniture throughout the room with different types of textiles and textures, but the color palette is very subdued. Starting with these beautiful new chairs that we designed. These are the first thing that you see when you walk into the room, and they're a great choice for a few reasons. One, they sit kind of low so you can see over them to the living room, and that rounded back gives something visually interesting. Round edges are also great in spaces where you have a lot of foot traffic, so it'll be easy to walk around them. This is our Beckstead sofa, and we worked really hard to get it just right. It has this deep sit, and we developed our own Krypton material. So it's durable, it has this really great textural quality to it, and it's soft, but the fact that it's Krypton makes it cleanable, which is great. In the corner, this chair is an oversized chair, and it swivels, which is really fun, and it's just super comfy. We decided to do this great neutral stripe. It kind of gives this more subdued contrast, and I love that it adds some pattern but still keeps the room feeling really calm. I really wanted to keep the outside edges of the room light and then add in some depth in areas throughout the room. Lamp, side table, and a few accessories. So our Parker coffee table now comes in this black marble top, which is a big statement, and I love the way it sits in the center of this room. All the furniture pieces in this space are beautiful all year round, but I love to switch up my textiles seasonally. And with this being winter, we focused on heavy textures and patterns and color palettes that speak to this season. So every single pillow in this space is different, which takes a little bit of extra effort to get right, but when you do it right, nothing compares because it feels collected and thoughtful. We have this great velvet pillow that is so cozy, and I love this gold color, and that layers really beautifully with this pattern pillow that has some of that gold tone in it as well. Now over on this side of the room, we have this wool pillow, and I love that you're getting a tonal pattern, which gives you a great foundation to build in front of. So we've put this dark brown pillow. You can see it's the largest pillow, and it also contrasts well against the sofa itself. That's usually when I'm deciding what pillow to put at the back. I want contrast, I want it to be the larger size, and then I build forward. Flannel, kind of wool pillow that feels like a great shirt, and I love that menswear inspired detail. And then our ball pillows are one of our most popular items, and we have launched it in this new amazing fabric, which I love that it just kind of gives like a playful touch to the sofa, but the neutral color just keeps it sophisticated. Once you go with designer pillows, it's very hard to go back. You just touch and feel the tactile quality of them, and the weight of the fabric, the construction, everything just feels luxurious and high-end. Designer textiles it was like one of the first things that I fell in love with when I started decorating. And I still to this day just believe so firmly that if you put nice pillows on your sofa, that it will elevate everything. Next to the Beckstead sofa, we have a new table. This is our Haskell side table, and I think this table is so versatile. Yes, you can put it next to a sofa, you can put it next to a lounge chair because the size is that perfect size where you could even put a floor lamp next to it and put this as a layer. Behind me, you've heard me profess my love for the Highgate bookcase. We styled it again here. I love it so much. It just allows all of the styling accessories to really shine. If you look around this space, we have console table and a bar cart that are about the same height. Then we have an accent table. They're kind of landing in the middle of the room, and then the coffee table. But we need to draw our eye up. We already had built-ins next to the fireplace. So this gives us a level that's in between all of those heights and allows you to layer and build up. So this would work great at the end of a hallway, or if you kind of have a narrow space to style, or it works here like in the living room when you have a small wall space to fill. On the opposite side of the room, instead of doing symmetrical vignettes like we did in the entryway, we decided to mix it up and do this really cute bar cart moment. But above is one of my favorite pieces of artwork. It's based on a vintage textile, and you can see that and feel that through the design. When I'm hanging artwork in a room with paneling, I want to make sure it's either centered exactly like this, or it's in the center of a panel. If I have the space in a living room, I love to build a sofa back a little bit, not just with putting a table, but layering on top, underneath, or to the side. This is our Cumberland console, and this is a new launch for us, and I'm excited about it because it has the most beautiful whitewashed oak. And the great thing about whitewashed oak is that it is a no-fail approach to mixing wood tones. You're not competing with yellow or orange or red undertones, and you can pair it with anything else and it looks good. We have these really beautiful built-ins. You have the opportunity to make a choice when you set out to style your built-ins. You're either doing it to add color, or you're doing it to kind of be this subtle backdrop to the room. I really wanted it to be all about texture so that these beautiful textural furniture pieces would just kind of like flow one into the other. With the lighting in this space, we mixed the metals because I wanted to make sure that we didn't go all black or all brass. I wanted to shake things up a bit. Speaking of lighting, we have a new pendant that I'm really excited to share this season. This is our Letterly pendant, and I am so excited about this for a lot of different reasons. The shape is gorgeous. Even the shape of the glass below is really beautiful. There are a lot of different ways to style this pendant. You could do one over a dining table, you could do multiple down a hallway, and this is substantial enough that you could use it as a singular light in a bedroom as well. We're asked a lot how high to hang your pendants, and it really depends on your home, the height of your ceilings, and the scale of your kitchen. I generally tend to hang pendants anywhere from 34 inches from the top of the island to the bottom of the light, all the way up to about 42 if I have really high ceilings to work with. These are our new Evander stools, and I love that you're getting this like cushioned top, which makes them very comfortable. And I think they're a really nice mix of modern and traditional, which is a sweet spot in design. This is my book, The Art of Home. If you have questions about lighting heights, we have answers. We have answers about rugs, we have answers about furniture placement, and I'm really excited to see it here in this beautiful kitchen. So we did these little faux topiaries. I love that they look very natural and realistic. Then over here, the oak and orange blossom candle is one of our most popular candles, and we now have that in a soap and lotion set. If my neighbors are watching, the surprise is ruined because Everyone I know, neighbors, friends, family, they're getting this as their gift this year. So the dining room is through this way, and we have styled it to feel very holiday. The tone of the tablecloth speaks to the season, but it's not an overtly holiday pattern. So you don't have holly berries all over it, but you have these beautiful red and green tones in the block print, which allow you to style it for the holidays, but then you could also just kind of pull back on the green and focus on creams and browns with this tablecloth, and it would work for multiple seasons. And then we have tied in some woven elements. That's a very, McGee and Co look to have that natural element against some of the other brasses and a little bit more glam elements. This is an oval shaped table. This is a really streamlined take on a traditional shape. So you can pair it with like a velvet chair, or you could pair it with a woven chair really easily. This is an extendable table, which is something that our clients and customers ask for all the time. And over behind me, this is our beacon sideboard. It is easily one of our most loved pieces, and we have expanded it into new sizes, and that's great so it can fit in a variety of homes. When you're styling a sideboard or a console in the dining room, it doesn't just have to be books and decor, but you can bring in a serving bowl, and you can bring in glassware, a pitcher, and then that kind of helps you speak to the space and then also add levels and different shapes. We have our last space, the bedroom, and we have styled that with some really great new pieces. We've been shooting some of our new artwork in this beautiful hallway, and then at the end, you reach the bedroom. I love this space for a lot of reasons. I think that it feels special and elevated and really interesting all at the same time. We have this curved corner bed that just sets a foundation for you to be able to change out your bedding or your pillows with each season. We have intentionally left these textiles not super pattern heavy because on the opposite side of the room, there's a fun surprise. You see here, the way we styled this was instead of letting the duvet hang over the bottom, we folded it in thirds so that you got a peek of that pattern at the foot of the bed. It actually didn't start out that way, but when I saw how the duvet was laying with the bed, I wanted to be able to have a bit of contrast because the color of the duvet was kind of blending in with the color of the bed. Kind of opposite of what you would typically do, which is drape the quilt over, but you can experiment with how you lay out your bedding so that you get the most impact. Over on this side of the room, it's pretty magical. We are doing a limited drop of our Clemens chair in this really iconic fabric. There's only a few of them, and whoever the homeowner is that lives with these chairs is very lucky. This fabric feels heritage and it makes a statement. We did them kind of opened up this way so that you get this coffee table moment with the Astrid Ottoman. What I love is that we are really leaning into modern and traditional in this space, and really every space that we do, but it's very evident here. From the traditional style of the chests to the streamlined style of the test lamp, from the traditional Clemens chair to the really modern artwork. Another rug I'd love to point out is our Conchetta rug. This is one of our most popular rugs. I love it because it has this great grounding quality with the brown tone that allows you to layer other pieces really well on top of. We've shared so many great new McGee & Co pieces with you, but we've also shared a lot of tips and tricks, and helping you achieve a beautiful look is what we are known for at Studio McGee. And so I hope that you can style your new pieces, and don't forget to tag us.